NATO will withdraw all its troops from Afghanistan by the end of the year. That's if the country doesn't agree to a new security pact with the United States. NATO's announcement comes just a day after President Obama threatened to remove American troops if no peace deal is made. A top U.S. military officer warns this impasse over a pact could be encouraging terrorists in Afghanistan. Army General Martin Dempsey says it might lead some security forces there to form links with the Taliban. And for more on this, we turn now to our terrorism analyst, Eric Stakelbeck. Eric, if all U.S. and NATO troops leave Afghanistan, how do you think the Taliban is going to react?
Well, Mark, right now the Taliban is licking its chops. They are waiting for the day that all U.S. troops are gone. And what they're going to do, Mark, is they're going to go on the offensive. You know, I spoke to a U.S. soldier who recently came home from Afghanistan, Mark, and he expressed concern to me that all of the translators, the Afghan translators who are working with U.S. forces there, look, these guys are going to be, it's going to be open season on them. They're looked at as traitors by the Taliban. That's one example of the kind of thing that's going to go on. Look, there will be a leadership vacuum when the U.S. is gone. The Karzai government is very weak in Afghanistan. The Taliban is strong in neighboring Pakistan. They will regroup, they will rebuild, and they will make another push once again to come to power and turn Afghanistan into an Islamic state.
Well, with all the latest terror threats, it doesn't seem like the Taliban is in the news as often as before, Eric. How is the group still working in Afghanistan and the rest of the Middle East?
You know, very interesting, Mark. We've seen even Taliban forces turn up in Syria, which is very rare because a lot of times when you think of the Taliban, you think, okay, Afghanistan, Pakistan, but we've seen them turn up in Syria. We've seen a plot a few years ago here in the U.S. A Muslim trained by the Taliban in Pakistan was plotting to blow up subway cars in New York City. So Pakistan, or the Pakistani Taliban, has released more and more video and audio warnings to the West saying they are going to expand their operations outside of that Pakistan-Afghanistan theater to target the U.S., target Europe on the mainland. It remains to be seen whether they will do that, Mark, but the intent is clearly there.
Overall, what is the goal of the Taliban?
Well, the Taliban, first and foremost, Mark, they want to turn Afghanistan and Pakistan, those two neighboring countries, they want to turn them into Islamic states, radical Islamic states governed by Islamic Sharia law. That's the main goal. But the broader goal, whether it's the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Muslim Brotherhood, is to turn the world, Mark, into a worldwide global Islamic caliphate governed by Sharia law, whether we like it or not. That's the ultimate goal for every radical Islamic group like the Taliban.
Okay. Eric Stakelbeck, our terrorism analyst. We appreciate your time today, sir.
Thank you, Mark.